he asked us if the accent was on Foo or Fighters. The accent is on Fighters, actually. He's like, ladies and gentlemen, Foo Fighters!
He's a legend on screen and a goldmine for impressionists. From A-list actors to legendary comedians, these are the celebrities who couldn't help but try their hand at Hollywood's most iconic voice.
You do impressions as well, Bradley, don't you?
Sometimes, if you want me to talk, I just, whatever comes into my head, I'll say. I don't know when or what it's gonna be.
Is that your mum?
Christopher Walken, by the way.
Tom Hiddleston can play Loki and transform into just about anyone, but his Christopher Walken, that's a whole different level.
Any Hiddlestoners watching will know. Tom Hiddleston does impressions. You do impressions of lots of people. So who is in your canon?
I think everyone does an impression of Christopher Walken because he's such an easy kind of...
You know, I feel like what this show needs is more cowbell. It depends on what you like me to say. Basically, there's no punctuation. Anything that comes out of my mouth. I like that.
Gary Oldman may have won an Oscar for Best Actor, but judging from this clip, he deserves an award for Best Dad too.
My son Gulliver, he's 20 and he's a lovely kid, but he just finds it very difficult to get up. Yeah. So he always says to me, I really need to be somewhere tomorrow. Would you give me a call? And I'll go in and wake him up as Chris Walken, you know, and I say, Gowie, come on. You gotta get up, it's crazy. Come on!
Kevin Pollak's built a reputation on mimicking celebrities, but when he channels Walken, he's operating on another level entirely.
Sometimes I think back on all the impressions I've heard people do, and I've actually had people ask me who's the best, and I will say that this gentleman right here does the best Christopher Walken in the world, and that's an impression. That's an impression a lot of people do, but yours is light years ahead of everybody else.
First of all, that's poppycock. I don't know why you would say such a thing in front of everyone as well. It's embarrassing, Andy.
I know.
Where do we go from here?
What is the secret? What is the way in?
I'll start the day, open the fridge in the morning like anyone does, and then it just happens. Oh, my. We're out of soy milk. This is tragic news. News for the lactose intolerant.
We all know Walken's voice is an impressionist's dream, so when legendary comedians Robin Williams and Jay Mohr took their shot at his iconic voice, did they actually nail it? Time to find out.
There's one guy who could do and I think we all would watch. That guy is Chris Walken. Oh, God, yes. Chris would be up there going, I'm inside you. So deep inside you now, you now inside you, deep inside you now, yes, now. I came an hour ago.
Out of nowhere, Walken goes, Jay, I noticed your dog was in here a moment ago. That dog had no tail. What happened? Well, they cut it off, you know, and they're puppies. It's called docking the tail. They cut the tails off. That's too bad, you know. Think about it. It would be so great to have a tail. People could tell when you were angry. They'd go, get back! Look out! Don't with Chris today. Look at his tail.
But what makes Jay Mohr's Walken impression so spot on is that it comes from real experience. And let's just say the encounter didn't disappoint.
I met Christopher Walken on the set of Suicide Kings. I go to say hi to him, and the first thing, as I'm walking up to him, the first thing he says to me is, you know, I can see you coming. And I had my Rottweiler with me. He goes, I can see your dog, too. And I go, her name is Shirley. And he says, who cares? And I thought he cared because he brought it up, you know? And he goes, I gotta know, what happened to your dog? Shirley, Rottweiler. What happened to your dog's tail? It's gone. Where did it go? It's okay, you can tell me. And I'm just standing there like in this driveway going, where the f is my dog's tail?
Then Christopher offered some pearls of wisdom. The only problem was they raised more questions than answers.
And then he gets like real close to me and he goes, it would be great to have a tail. And I'm cool, right? So I look back at him, I go, why? Why is that? And he goes, come on, if you had a tail, everyone would know. If you were angry or upset, they'd see you. They'd see you coming up the block. They'd say, get back, look at his tail, he's crazy. And I go, well, you probably mean happy, like people know if you're happy. If you have a tail, you'd wag it because you're happy. And he goes, maybe you and your tail.
At this point, most people would have been lost for words, but Jay doubled down to see just how bizarre things could get.
I go, would you rather be able to fly or have a tail? That's what I got out. And he goes, a tail, of course. I go, you'd rather have a tail than be able to fly? He goes, you could always get on an airplane with your tail.
You know the great Chris Walken quote that one time they asked Chris Walken, they said, Chris, what's the most, what would, if you could have anything in the world, what would you want? And he told him, when he went, well, I'd want a tail. And people went, why, Chris? Well, if I was happy, my tail would be up. And obviously, if I was sad or scared, my tail would be down. You're going, I'm with you.
Does the military give out medals for impressions? Because if they do, this soldier just earned one.
How you doing, folks at home? You're there on your couch. You look bored. You are. You wanna know how I knew that? It's because I read minds. You know, I learned to read minds in the army. You notice the uniform. They taught me to read minds. They'll teach you too. The rifles that you use, huge. The biggest rifle you ever saw. You take those home too. Afghanistan, no! You don't go there. No one goes there anymore. The place is forgotten, done with. You stay here, United States. I love it, living it up. It's fantastic fun. And listen now, you won't regret it. I promise.
From dystopian villains to the king of rock and roll, Austin Butler's range is ridiculous, and apparently, Christopher Walken is no exception.
I'd always seen a film as a whole thing, but then I sort of was able to break it down and go, somebody had to write these words, and this is brilliant. And so I printed out the script, and I'd read it to my mom when we drove up to auditions or acting class or that sort of thing. And so it would be like somebody would pull up, and I'd be a 12-year-old kid saying to his mom, you know, for 5 long years, I carried this watch up my ass.
Spending months filming with Chris definitely has side effects, and Bradley Cooper is living proof that nobody walks away the same.
The first time I met Christopher Walken was in the makeup chair, and he was talking, one thing he told me was like, your hair is like, what you have to do to maintain your hair is keep rubbing it all the time. Fingers in your hair is great. Bradley, great.
Christopher Walken delivering Star Wars dialogue shouldn't make sense, but Jim Caviezel delivered the crossover none of us knew we needed.
What about you?
Han Solo as Christopher Walken. You know, he should have got the role.
He should have.
He did. He auditioned. He said, Boba Fett, Chewie, get your lightsaber out and shove it up Das ass, boy.
I think that was awesome. You want to do it again?
You're crazy. Wow.
Your cowbell.
Guys, I think it's great, but I need more cowbell. Wow. It's fantastic.
The best thing about having friends who are actors is that you can be in multiple places at once. Well, kind of.
Now, Christopher couldn't be here tonight, Mike, but he did send the following telegram. Mike! It's crazy. You know, the AFI, it's an award. It's like the Tony, which I'm up for, and you have a bunch of. It's crazy.
That happened to me with Christopher Walken.
Yeah.
I had a sketch where I was a host, and I was a big
I
fan of his.
am Christopher Walken. Jesus Christ. You never heard of
That's a
Christopher
good
Walken?
one. I like that.
I never heard it before either. I just assumed everyone could do it.
Everyone does it.
So I tried.
I danced in China in 1964 in the great dance-off of Beijing of 1964. It never gets reported because 4 people died.
in the great dance-off of 1964. Don't dance in China. Keep it in this country. And keep it legal.
There's confidence, and then there's Jay Mohr using his Walken impression to expose exactly how not to do it.
And beat you to the punch. See? It's good that you're here. 101 ESPN St. Louis Sports Station. That's the key to a Walken impression. You can't be afraid to whisper.
It's the best I've heard. Everybody throws out that Kevin Pollak does the best. I said, stop it. You're being
Kevin
foolish.
Pollak will tell you I do the best.
Does he?
Oh yeah,
he says that.
Kevin does great, but it's too, in my opinion, it's too rhythmic. The sentences go like this, like poetry. It follows a pattern: A B A B, A B A B C. Whereas my Christopher Walken impression is one that follows really no pattern at all. It's its own entity. It's a dangling participle.
Some collaborations age beautifully, but the cowbell sketch, it aged into Walken's personal nightmare, and Will knows it.
I go to see Christopher Walken years later in a play. I say hello to him backstage, and he's like, "You know, you've ruined my life."
What?
People during the curtain call bring cowbells and ring them. The other day I went for an Italian food lunch, and the waiter asked if I wanted more cowbell with my pasta bolognese. And I think he was really mad at me.
Most sitcoms pay serious money for guest stars, but with Christopher Walken, turns out his voice is free for the taking.
You'd think, after all these years, I'd know not to fly over volcanoes. I'm a freaking idiot. The dragon's Christopher Walken. That's perfect.
Getting announced by Walken goes exactly how you'd think, and Dave Grohl lived through it firsthand.
Actors, do you have any actors that inspired you?
Christopher Walken. I love Christopher Walken so much. And there was once when we were on Saturday Night Live, and he was hosting.
Yeah.
And he came up before we were about to, he was going to introduce us, you know, as we're going to play. And he comes up and he goes, he said, is the accent on foo or fighters? And I knew how he was going to say it. I was like, the accent's on fighters, actually. So he got up there and he goes, ladies and gentlemen, Foo Fighters. I was like,
I love
Kevin, you were up. Here we go. Ready?
Oh, God.
Oh, Christopher Walken talking about trick. Christopher Walken talking about trick or treat, or trick or treating or anything.
Trick or treat. Smell my feet. Give me something good to eat. If you don't, oh no, I don't care. I'll pull down your underwear.
Thanks for watching.